What is up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Temachele and I am your gap tooth girl with contagious energies. In today's video, I'll just be sharing with you some tips that I feel that you should be doing during and after your periods. So before we get into the video, please note that I'm not a gynecologist or this is not medical advice, but I do have the system just like you. I'll just be sharing my experience and those of women around me on how to take care of it. Now, if you are new to this channel, please do consider subscribing below, turning on notification bell so that you are notified every time I post a video. Please leave a comment in the comment section below if there are any other type of content that you'd like to see on this channel. If there's anything you'd like to know, I'm more than happy to share my opinion on it. Let's start with taking care during your periods. Now, we all use different pads and tampons, but for me, tampon is a no-go area. I don't know if I'm ever going to try just for experience, but I'm scared. And I know you're probably like, girl, you married, you know, daddy goes there all day and you can't put a small little tampon. I can't explain it, but I cannot do it. Okay, maybe some other time, I don't know, I'll do it. I prefer, you know, those diaper pads. I don't know. Yeah, but I prefer like the pad that goes from the front to the back, just to make sure that I do not get missed at all. We all know that you're supposed to be changing your pad every 3 to 4 hours, but the reality is that it's never always possible to just go ahead and change it. So unless you have a heavy flow, it is very important for you to change. You don't want to get messed. It's the most embarrassing thing. I'm gonna tell you guys a story some other time of how I messed myself in public, and wow, it was never the same again. Okay, so when you're changing your pad, it's always very good to use water, to just wash yourself with water before you put on a clean pad. Water does soothe it, you know, it helps it a lot. Now, if you just keep changing without using water, you know, you just keep putting pad on pad on pad, you will get inflammation, you will get irritation, you know, you get a burning sensation, and it's really uncomfortable, and it's something you don't want to go through. You know, you get the inflammation like at your bum area. I mean, I'm sure nobody wants to have a diaper rash. Like, okay guys, nobody wants to have a pad rash. Okay, so this is what you do. Every time you change your pad, you make sure that you wash it very, very well. You use plenty of water, and I like to use soap if I don't have, you know, like my feminine wash. I like to use soap just so that you feel nice and clean. When you're on periods, you always want to have that nice sweet smell because you feel uncomfortable. Like, periods are just an uncomfortable period of your life, you know. So just to make sure that you smell good and you feel good, just make sure that you wash it, and you use, even if you don't like feminine washes, just use a scented soap. That's also a very good thing to use. Cold water at all times, no warm water at all. So once your periods are done, I know a lot of women, once their periods are done, they feel as if they still have that aroma and they still have, you know, that uncomfortable feeling. So most people that I spoke to spoke about steaming. So most of them steam a lot. I can't speak on it because I've never steamed in my life, but I'm a strong believer of getting a really good, very, very good feminine wash. I feel like just get a really good feminine wash and use it. Do not bash something if you have not tried it. Like I mentioned, I cannot speak on steaming, but I do know that steaming is when you use herbs with hot water, you let it sit, and then you cover yourself with like a blanket, and then you sit to make sure that it's, you know, the steam goes up. And I do know that from the research that I researched, I read that it removes all the dirt that is left behind, and it gives you a very natural aromatic smell, which is what everybody wants. But I'm just not comfortable with allowing steam, because I mean, vagina is a very sensitive area of your body, and I'm just afraid of letting, you know, steam go up there. So I'm all about a feminine wash. But if you don't want a feminine wash, or you don't want to steam, water is enough, believe me. After your periods, if you want to serve Mr. well, like if you want to serve Mr. very, very well, get yourself a yoni oil. Like, I'm legit, get yourself a yoni oil. Now, we know that after periods, you intend to get a bit dry, and, you know, you have a little bit of a smell, but the yoni oil will get you back on your feet. It's that feeling of, you know, have you ever been broke and you went to the ATM, you're like, tata my chance, tata my millions, and you put your card in and you just automatically see, oh my God, I have $100 in my account. You know that feeling? That's the same feeling you're going to get once you use the yoni oil. I mean, it is, oh, it's amazing. I love it. My sister, shower, 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 shower. I cannot stress it enough. I cannot stress it enough. Shower, take good care of yourself, and practice, practice hygiene. I don't know if it's just you or the people that I spoke to, but most women that I spoke to spoke about how sweaty they become, during or after periods. They just become very sweaty out of nowhere. It's almost as if your sweat glands are working overtime. Like they just want to make sure that we're here and we're just sweating like a pig. Okay, so get a really good deodorant where you feel comfortable. Now you can also get feminine wipes, because there are times where you can't access water. I mean, let's face reality, when you're walking you don't always have water just waiting, but okay, she's gonna splash me there. No, so you can always use feminine wash, but do not replace feminine wipes with water. So just use them when you can't access water. You can even use paper towel just to wipe yourself, and then once you get access to water, you make sure that you wash your kitty cat very, very well. Remember to get the best products for your kitty cat, because kitty deserves the best, don't you think? Do you not agree with me? You don't agree? Kitty cat deserves always the best, and don't rush into trying to have sex. Just make sure that you're well and comfortable. Take your time, and I'm telling you, you'll be good.